Plaintiff Dan Moak is a bail bondsman in the state of Michigan, and he also works as a bounty hunter when defendants skip town. Dan is suing because he claims after the defendant posted bail for her mother on a credit card, he discovered the credit card was stolen. Defendant Alexis Fisk says she's 20 years old and her mother has never been there for her because she's been in and out of jail her entire life. Alexis claims she's writing her mother off because all she does is use her, and she does not feel responsible for the stolen credit card.
Start with you.
As a bail bondsman in the state of Michigan, I live a pretty exciting life. On occasion, I get a chance to travel the United States to pick up and apprehend defendants and put them back in jail.
Now, is that a bail bondsman or a bounty hunter, or both?
Both. We do both. We bail
Most
them
bail
out.
bondsmen do both?
Yes.
Okay.
Occasionally we get a chance, and our company has had a chance to work with Dog the Bounty Hunter. On a few cases, he's actually helped us apprehend some defendants, put some defendants back in jail.
Now, he has a show with his wife now, right?
That's correct.
She
The Dog
works
and Beth
with
on the Hunt show.
Nice lady. I met her.
Very nice people.
Met Dog as well. We were on Larry King together.
Yes.
And that was after they alleged he made that remark, the racial slur.
Yes.
And he's a good guy, but I think he was wrong in that instance. Go ahead.
Correct. Your Honor, this poor girl, Alexis, she hasn't had a chance to live a childhood. Her mother's been in and out of jail in criminal activity, driving on suspended license all of her life. She's been bounced from house to house. She hasn't had a chance to live her life. She hasn't had a chance to go shopping with her friends, hang out with her friends like a normal child should be doing. Now it comes a point that Alexis' family calls me to post a bail for her mother, who was in jail for welfare fraud and driving on a suspended license. The family contacted us. A cousin called in a credit card number to our office. The credit card came back good. We collected the money on the credit card, which was the $3,180. We went to the jail and met with Alexis. We posted bail for her mother. We got her out on bond. Everything was going great. She was taking care of her first court date that she was supposed to go to. Approximately 2 weeks after we posted the bond, we get a phone call from the actual owner of the credit card. He says that's a fraudulent transaction, that he never authorized anybody to use that credit card. In turn, after talking with a few people and Miss Alexis, that the credit card was actually taken by her mother that her mother had done work for, a client her mother had done work for. Well, that let us no choice but to go out and apprehend her. So I had two of my bounty guys go out with me. We spent about 6 to 8 hours and a few tips that we had gotten from people along the way.
Now, you say the allegation was that her mother had stolen the car from a woman she worked for?
A client she did work for.
A client she did work for.
That's correct.
And the mother at that time was in jail for fraud.
Correct, for a welfare fraud case.
But fraud nonetheless.
Correct.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Fraud, period. So we went out, we spent 6 to 8 hours, apprehended the defendant, which we finally found with a few numerous leads and tips along the way that we had gotten from people. And we apprehended her at a motel because the power had been shut off. Her mother has put utility bills in her name. She's taken her personal property to keep it from her, to better herself. It's just sad to see that she's gone through all this.
Now, what does she have to do with it?
Miss Alexis signed on the bond guaranteeing that her mother would show up to court. Worst case scenario, that she would end up owing the full $30,000.
You have that?
Yes, sir. $30,000 plus any cost that may be associated with apprehending the defendant.
You're charging her 10%?
Correct.
Ma'am, you give me some background on this.
All right, I think that he said pretty much it best. I'm 20 years old. My mom hasn't been there for me my whole life. She's in and out of jail for fraud. She drinks, she does pills.
How many times has she been to jail?
At least 5 times. For fraud.
Why do you think she does all this?
I have no idea. She had a good childhood growing up.
I mean, is it drugs or alcohol?
Yep.
It is?
It is drugs and alcohol.
Okay, that's what
yeah.
I didn't hear. She's addicted to drugs?
Yeah, I believe she is. She doesn't stop drinking. She parties. She wants to be young again. I don't get it.
Okay, but she's been doing this since she was young.
Yeah. And she has 5 more kids she doesn't take care of.
And how many times have you come to the rescue?
Too many. I'm done. I mean, she just uses me. She uses her kids,
And now
the family.
you're being sued.
Yep.
Well, no one could say what they would do in your position, but folks repeatedly costing you money because they don't want to change their life. I don't know how many chances you give them, but it sounds like you've given enough.
Yes.
Because it sounds like she's gotten you into a jam. I do see where you guaranteed the payment.
Yes, sir.
So what do you say? What's your defense today to paying?
I mean, I didn't know the credit card was stolen. I don't have that kind of money. I'm at work trying to support my own family.
And there's nothing you want to do to mitigate it, obviously.
Well, I've got all the expenses where I've got the charge back here from the credit card for the $3,180.
That you all have to incur.
Correct.
So it's either your firm incurred this charge for a stranger,
Correct.
or she incurred for her mother.
Correct.
See
And we
what's
had
going
the-
on here?
Yes.
You're legally responsible because you signed the document, and whether you knew or not, you are ultimately responsible for them getting their money.
Right.
He wants his money because you're a stranger to him. So, sorry to hear that this has happened to you. And may be an expensive lesson, but when folks just don't want to turn around, you just can't keep paying for their destructive behavior.
Right.
I mean, a lot of folks just, for whatever reason, they want to live a destructive lifestyle. You say she's lived that for many, many years. Has she tried to get help? Go into alcohol treatment or alcohol and drug treatment?
No, she's not.
Never?
Nope.
You definitely shouldn't be sticking your neck out for her. In fact, you should hide your stuff when she come over. If she'll rip you off like this by stealing someone else's credit card or using a stolen credit card, put your stuff away when them crooks come over there.
Yeah.
All right, judgment for the plaintiff, $3,880. Good luck. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I just hope that her family can get their lives back together, and this poor girl has been through quite a rough life the first 20 years of her life, and it's sad. It really is.
I don't have anything to say.